Today's video, I'm going to cause a red flag and attempt to save the championship. Yes, that's right. It's 2 chaos videos in a row, ladies and gentlemen. As well, looks like Ocon is in a tough spot at the moment, just like I am at Ferrari, trying to actually do well with this team. You know, I mean, Verstappen is way out in front of the championship. I'm trying to claw that back. R&D wise, I mean, there's a few things available. We could have done something now, but I thought we might as well do a major upgrade. I would love to have done weight reduction, I think, but I think actually we're not going to get to do that too. And I think really where this car's lacking is aero, and exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be the major front downforce upgrade that Leclerc is looking at as well. It's going to be probably the final upgrade that we purchase. In actual fact, I can tell you now, it will be the final upgrade that we do on the car, because nothing else will come in time, because there isn't that too much time between Brazil. But Brazil and Portugal as well. For goodness sake.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
That is heavy rain, and yeah, not good at all in the race. R&D wise though, I forgot to mention that Leclerc had purchased a brakes upgrade, which is why we've got two major upgrades as well to go on the car, hopefully from time for Portugal as well. First upgrades though from the previous episode have finally gone on. That drag reduction and the ERS upgrade we purchased in the previous video have gone on. Huge update for Aston Martin as well. They've almost in front of Red Bull too. So yeah, still the 5th fastest team as well. So move to sprint quali then, because of course this is a sprint weekend as well. The dry part of the weekend, to be honest. I mean, I'd love it if it was dry, all of it. I don't mind the rain, just not that much, to be honest. We'll get to that later in the video, but it's only good enough for P12, the first of the 2 qualifiers. 7.7, not great. 0.3 off Leclerc. Maybe this car's lacking a little bit still. As well, there's not much we can do about that as we head to the sprint. We've just got to make the best of a bad situation. 5 lights then for the Sao Paulo or Brazilian Grand Prix sprint, whatever you want to call it. And away we go. As well, it's a poor start by the Toro Rosso, my former teammate Yuki Tsunoda, and try and get in front of Gasly as well. They're sent down the inside of the Mercedes and Sainz too, and can I get in between the Aston Martin and McLaren there? You can get past the McLaren as well, and up to P7, I think. P7, right? I think that is. Up the road, it's it's Alonso is challenging Piastri there, I think. For P2, as Verstappen already has a sizable gap. It is Piastri. I'm going to send it on Stroll and up to P6 already. So this has been a good start. You know, I've made 6 positions up on the opening 4 corners too. Now I need to try and get in front of Leclerc sooner rather than later, especially if DRS comes into play. As we go up to the hairpin here, I'm just going to send it. I mean, I can't be stuck behind him forever as well. Now I've got Lando Norris, and this is crucial for our battle of the constructors really. I'm going to barge him out of the way, get up to P4. A little bit of tire banging there, didn't want to have tire banging, but there we go as well. And Leclerc's going to have a go, hopefully at Norris too, as Norris is actually going to sympathise with us and unlock his brakes up as well. Next up, I've dropped Leclerc. Now I'm going to try and go around the outside of Piastri here. I've only got 2 laps left, so I need to get a move on. I mean, I've done fantastically well. I'm looking at a podium for P12, and Leclerc only P5 really as well. There's definitely an opportunity here as they're both going defensive. Can I get the better exit on Alonso? Yes, I can. Alonso's still there. I'm going to use what ERS I've got left. Alonso's still there on the right hand side, round the outside at the top of the hill, and comfortably up onto P3. But this isn't over it. I've got DRS failure as well. Look at the rear tyres, 18% too. I'm not going to get Piastri, and Verstappen's going to take 2 more points in the championship, and it will be his first win since Austria. But P3 from P12, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. I would love to have a little bit better qualifying, because obviously rain. But yes, drive of the day too. I'm happy with that result. You know, I got the business done 8.5, half faster than faster than Verstappen, excuse me. Not entirely sure how fast is like there, it doesn't show you there, but yes. Instead, though, now we need to have a full focus on qualifying better. I say better, as well. Yeah, this track Interlagos, I don't know what it is, but they've changed something with it. They've not I don't think they've rescanned it recently, as well. But it used to be a good track for me, and now it's gone downhill really. Like the AI, I think since F122, a lot of the tracks sort of changed in how the model, where you are, the player is faster and compared to others. So you know the player would sort of be slower at places like Silverstone compared to the AI. Now, of course, the players a lot. In my opinion, I'm more comfortable at Silverstone now than I am at Interlagos, where a few years ago I was more comfortable here at Interlagos than I was at Silverstone. So yeah, a little bit weird how though that it's changed, but we'll have to wait and see how it feels on F25 as we move through the second half of this lap. Then I've got Leclerc in front of me. He is also on the flying lap, so I'm hoping for a little bit of Strixling, 3/10 up on the previous best time as we go through to the end of the middle sector. Alonso's done the fastest lap. Aston Martin, fair play to them. You know, they are produced in the hands of Alonso. This is the car that Alonso wants in 2026, being able to fight for race wins and championships as well. I know he's not going to win the championship because it's only me or Verstappen, and that's going to be, for goodness sake, P17 as well. Verstappen's only P4 to be fair, but yeah, 8/10 off. That's not good. With the heavy rain to come, it's going to be a struggle. We're going to need a miracle. We'll have to wait and see about that. It's time for the race.
Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us all to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 left turns and 6 right turns for a total of 15 corners. It's a wet one today as well, so grip and visibility will be at a premium, and the drivers will need to be careful coming up the hill in Sector 3, the scene of many an accident over the years. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Perez, Russell, Gasly, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Albon, Leclerc, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Teo Porcher, Phoenix, Magnussen, Joe, and Ollie Behrman. And now it's time to head down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see...
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck.
I know I need to try and do the best. To be honest, I'm hoping that it does dry up, because that's the only hope I've got. 5 red lights then for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and come on, away we go finally, at 2 mile an hour. Really, it's slower than the Lego that they had at Miami. They're going to dive down the inside, get in front of Leclerc, who's had a penalty as well. That's not great for the team. We needed him at the front, but hopefully that'll be his last as we go through the final 2 rounds as well. And up the front, Verstappen, stop it, please. Give me a chance, Max. Thank you. He tucks in behind Alonso and remains P2 for now. I've got Hamilton now. I'm just going to send it on there. I'm going to send it on. I've got no brakes, to be honest. I just can't stop this thing. I can't stop, and I barged Gasly out of the way. I do apologise in the Renault as well. I think if these were the conditions in real life, there'd probably be a lot more spray, and there'd be a red flag. But obviously we don't have that in the game. So I just got to put up with it, really. But at least I'm in the points. Next up will be Russell and Tsunoda. I'm just going to send it here on both of them. Try and get up to P8. So at least I'm going to be scoring 4 points in response to Verstappen, who is currently having P4 still. Here's a replay. This is just, I mean, it's a dive, don't get me wrong, but it's a controlled dive. Russell sees it coming and gets out of the way. Thank you, George, as well. Next up will be Checo. Done the send it down the inside here too, as well, and move up to P7. I think that had this race been dry, I would have probably been able to, the strategy would have come into play, and they've been able to have potentially done something and get a decent result. A podium as well. Not in the rain, and especially not for Zhou, who's locked up there and will go behind his own teammate. As you can see, I don't have any pace in the wet. I feel that I have pace when it's inters, but when it's full wet like this, the AI are just too OP every time, which is such a shame. So that it's not really raceable, and yeah, Strollers moved off in the point. 1.4 has turned into a 2.8 second gap now. I've got Perez all over the back of me. It's not great. I'm not having a fun time driving this. I twitched the rear tyre wear as well. Even though I've hired the pressures, it's not good as well. And you can see how much Perez is over the back of me. Or saying that, Perez is locked up. He's gone straight on, and yes, that's probably his chance of points over. Although will it? Because I've enabled chaos mode as well. Why not? As well, I've got Russell. Yuki will be having nightmares, and he's right behind me now too. Yuki, of course, and there's his front end plate, just like in Singapore. He's run into the back of me again as well. I'm not trying to cause his front end plate. I'm trying to get there to be a flashy yellow flag, and then to say safety car. Because if somebody then, if it's 2 yellows and somebody else has a moment, then it's a safety car. That's what I really need. Or a red flag would be nice, and exactly what I'm going to get is you go through here at 2 miles an hour. The FIA have decided enough of my nonsense. Enough. And they're going to give me a red flag. Thank you very much, FIA. Simply lovely, as Verstappen would say. Did think about going for inters, but we might as well just stick to wets. It's just too wet here today for me doing anything. This wet compound is awful, as well as it is in real life. Bright lights are out for the resumption, away we go, and it's a terrible start. I'm going to lose positions to Russell and Tsunoda, so that's not great. I'm going to have to dive them down here now. I'm going to have to get Stroll as well. Can I get Sainz? He's out position 2. Yes, I can. In front of Sainz, up to P5. So I frauded a P5 now. Can I improve that? We'll have to wait and see. As well, Sainz there, he just didn't, I don't know what he was doing. He's half asleep or something through the CRSs. Up to turn 4, however, Oscar Piastri, who's in between Verstappen and Norris, has a lock-up. Thank you very much, Oscar, and that will be P4. So, yes, and obviously Piastri now is battling with Lance Stroll, and who will come out on top between these two? Piastri has the inside, but Stroll has the better momentum, and Stroll will keep that position. As well, he will be up to P6, Piastri down to P7. As well, obviously Sainz is through me. I've been ordered to get in front of Norris, and I'd love to get in front of Norris, but I don't have the pace. I really do not. So instead, what I thought was, there's still a few laps left. What better way to... The only way to get in front of Norris now is to cause chaos. That's exactly what I'm going to do here. Lap 15. We've got 3 laps of this terrible Grand Prix to go. I'm having an absolutely wretched time. I would love to be bringing you an episode where I've made loads of overtakes, where I've had lots of hard racing, and that's not happened today. I'm just not in control of the car there either. So there's a bit of almost a bit of contact there with Stroll at the final, what is effectively the final corner. I've got loads of battery to burn. The tyre wear, it's alright. I mean, that's what happens when you're going 2 miles an hour through all the corners. But moving to lap 16 here, Stroll is well, he's on the outside there, unable to get past, of course, very frustrating for him. But as you can see there, has Stroll got a bit of damage or not? As well, and Stroll actually does have damage, and he will come and pit. Sainz and Tsunoda will be finish 5th and 6th. Stroll actually had a little bit of a slow up there, but nothing. I just accelerated away, really. Which obviously you can see a green middle sector. It is drying, but I just hated that race. The pace on the 4 wets was awful. 20.6. Everyone else was second faster, at least. You know, that is just where the wet weather is. The AI are just too OP on this game for wet weather, for the 4 wets. Inters, they're not too bad, but for wets, they're just OP. You have to lower the AI, otherwise you're going to be struggling. 39 points, Drivers' Championship's pretty much gone. Constructors, 27. We need a good race next time out. We need a 1-2, specifically at Portimao as well. That would be nice. I mean, I can still win the Drivers' Championship, so it's not over yet. But realistically, it's probably game over, I'm going to say. I've won the rival against Leclerc, you've also seen it beating Perez too, because of beating Leclerc. So yes, we're up to 89 rated now. There is a chance I can get 90 rated by the end of the season. That would be nice, as well as a championship. Possibly not the drivers. 39 points in 2 races. I've never done that. I've overhauled 39 races when we in the early part of the season, and with fair we did do that, but these past 2 races, Singapore and Brazil, have killed any chance of me being world champion. You know, after winning 3 and 4 races, I thought, yes, I was going to be world champion. And I think that if it had been dry, I could have beaten Verstappen. The pace was there, I think. I don't know about the tyre wear, but the pace was definitely there, even with me adding higher pressures for the race compared to the sprint. Look at Fernando Alonso, by the way. Shout out to him and the work Aston Martin and Honda have done. They've won the past 2 races. He's won the past 2 races as well. Obviously, if there was a season 4, which there isn't going to be, then he would be a really good threat for his 3rd championship potentially. But yes, I apologise about bringing such a clown episode again. The next 2 episodes, well, the next episode at Portimao will be out on Friday. I can tell you now, there will not be any clown antics in that video as we say goodbye to Portimao, hopefully to give that track a fitting send-off, as it's no longer going to be on the F1 games come F125. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.